Hello and welcome to our second Chaos Draft, because today we are going back in time to do a Chaos Draft. Why is this a separate window? Okay, here we go. We have Kajeldan Outpost. Let's look at what that does. Sacrifice the planes. If you do, put it on the battlefield. If you don't, put it on owner's graveyard and create 1/1s. That's interesting. We have Swords to Plowshare. Oh, Reanimate, powerful card. Put a creature card from a graveyard onto a battlefield. You lose life equal to its converted mana cost. So we have Removal, Reanimator, Token Generator. Cards like this are very powerful too in this format. Let's shrink these a bit. Okay, Choking Sands, Land Destruction. 2 Obsessive Searches, interesting. I think we're going to lock down the Reanimate here. Maybe we can try a reanimation type thing. The Swords to Plowshare might be the most powerful card because it's just white removal. But it would be fun to be janky. I'm not really sure. So we'll pick the Reanimate. We'll go for some jank removal later. Okay. So white was really strong in that pack. Okay, Land War Wastes. Apocalypse. This is Apocalypse. I don't even know what we just saw actually our last pack, but this is Apocalypse. We have Evasive Action, Domain, Counterspell. So we have to play lots of lands, 5 color for that. This is also Death. Is very similar to Reanimate. This is a sorcery. This is a sorcery. It's another Reanimate, but for 2 mana this time. What's interesting with life is that you can kill your opponent's lands with it. I think I really like having 2 Reanimator spells. Ideally, we could be black-green because we already have life here, but we're passing a lot of it. So we're going to lock that in. And colors that go good with reanimating, or we can discuss some other cards. Here we have Mind Extract. So it discards all the cards of each of the sacrifice creatures' colors. Very strong. Worm's Thunder, enchantment removal. So the Land War Wastes or the Land War Dead, hopefully we get back. Aether Flash, I love this card. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage to it. So it just pyroclasms any creature that comes into play. Levitation, hilarious, gives all our creatures flying. Duress could be okay. I think just getting a creature here. So we can already see. I think the Aether Flash could be strong. Blue could be good with our black Reanimator plan. Sleight of Hand could just be a good card filtering. I think Aether Flash is probably the strongest card in this pack. I'm happy we made it to 7th edition. Levitation could be strong too. The black cards here, I'm not really digging so much. Not really. I think Duress is good, but I think Sleight of Hand. Though we're not locked into blue, so I'm gonna pick up the Aether Flash. I don't think this is the best decision, but it's good. It's janky. Fall of the Thran. What a card. Destroy all lands. Wow. So here, there's not a lot of black cards, so maybe black won't be that open to us. This is interesting. It mills whenever we play an artifact spell. And one thing that's interesting, this is target player, so we can mill ourselves with this. This is removal, defreeze. The ape is pretty good, actually. Red is pretty bad in this pack, so black is also pretty bad. I think the Diligent, the Deep Freeze, or one of these big green creatures. I think I'm going to go with the Diligent. I'm not sure if we want to really be artifacts, legendary sagas. Or maybe just taking removal. Grun. Grun's a big creature. Why not Grun? Yeah. I know we're spread out a bit, but... Okay, lots of colors. This is Dragon's Maze. Pretty sure this is Dragon's Maze. Is it Dragon's Maze? I think so. Crypt Incursion, wow. Exile all creature cards from target player's graveyard. You gain 3 life for each card exiled this way. Now that can really save you the game. No real bombs. I mean, Crossless Incubation's removal. Clue Stones, okay. I think I'm just going to pick up the Crypt Incursion here. I think we will want to play blue so that we have a discard. So that's why that Sleight of Hand passing for Aether Flash probably was a bad decision, but okay. We have a white removal spell. We have a level up creature. Praise Vengeance could be pretty good too. What does this do? It has Defender. It can attack as though it didn't have Defender. So we can put this on a wall and it can attack. Naturalize is okay. Level up's pretty good in limited. Maybe just take the... I'm not really sure what to do here. I think Praise Vengeance is the best card. Ideally the black-green could be good. Okay, I'm not too familiar with the sets. Ghostly Flicker is great for coming to play effects. We don't have any yet, but it could be good. 5 mana, 5/3. It's no Spined Worm, but you know, if we're in black, destroy target land. Okay. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. If it had flash, it'd be great. This gives 2 creatures flying. That's actually pretty strong. 5 mana, 4/1 flying might be good enough. Let's just... I don't like the defensive stats on that, but we'll see how that is. What is... Okay. Alright, we can play some dragons with this. That could be interesting. This can return a thing from my graveyard. 1/4 flyer. That's okay stats. 5 mana, 4/4 basically on this. 3 mana, 2/5's not bad. Not really sure what I like here though. Maybe we just play the Custodian. I'll get that just in case. Okay. Kindle is a 2 mana shock. It's okay. I'd like to take an Obsessive Search. I think we could run blue. It's just green really needs to. Let's take a look at this. Evasive Action could be okay. Could be a Mana Leak. Whirlpool Rider could also be okay. Just shuffle our hand. Doesn't discard, but maybe we just pick up Evasive. I'm not sure which one's more janky. I'll take it. Alrighty, so someone picked the Levitation. I'm gonna pick up the 3/2 here. The other ones aren't too playable. Do we have maybe white? Is Skirk Prospector could be okay. Alright, we picked Fall Thran, kind of by accident. Let's see. This is removal. I don't think we're going to be playing this, but actually, we are blue-green with these current colors. Okay, that card is very bad. So, Demonic Appetites is bad. Maybe we can do 3 colors. We have these two. All creatures get -1/-1. Wow. Okay. That is interesting. Could be good with Aether Flash. Now it kills all 3 toughness creatures. I like maybe just picking the Moss Cami here. Just getting a big creature. If we can find a way to discard it, that's the big thing. We have the animate spells. We want some mill. Maybe we should have picked up the historic mill person. We also have pull under as a removal spell. What does this do? Discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. 5 mana, 2/3 flyer. So I like Council. I like Moss Kami. I'm not sure if there's anything here really. I mean, Knight of Soul's Betrayal. Maybe this is the type of card we want. It's hard for me to say. But it's all creatures. It's not just my creatures, so. Maybe card draw is where we want to be. I'm going to pick the Moss Kami. I'd rather have a big fatty. Okay, discards a card for each time it's kicked. This is playable. Allies. Okay, Dead Reckoning could be good. We also have a Wind Zendikon. I haven't found any mana fixing. But I'm happy we have... Oh, okay, I just realized it. If we had the Knight of Soul's Betrayal, we cast Life, we kill all lands. That could have been the jankiest combo ever. But we missed it. We missed it. I think I want Dead Reckoning here. If we're in 3 colors, this is going to be hard to discard a few. Because it's 4 mana, 2/2 discard a card. Walking Atlas is pretty good too. Can ramp us. But this could be a removal spell. So I think I'm going to go for this one. Okay, Rhea Dawnbringer. It could be a great reanimation target. Buried Alive is the exact type of card we want. Search our deck for 3 cards, put it into our graveyard. Okay, so this, I assume this is a Masters pack. I'm not sure which one, but we have a lot of stuff here that we can pick. And we have a Satyr Wayfinder. So we have 3 options. And even Rise from the Tides could be good too. I really like Satyr Wayfinder. I'm not sure what could wheel here. Buried Alive is great too. It just basically says pick your 3 cards, and then we go for it. Rhea Dawnbringer. Maybe White's just open because no one picked this. Or maybe 9 mana cost is what's scary. We also have Martyr Sands here. I think we're going to go with the Satyr Wayfinder. It's milling. We don't have any mill cards. Buried Alive might be the better pick because of the combo potential, but I like the idea of ramping and filling our graveyard with stuff. Here we have a 5 mana 4/4. We don't have a lot of gain life stuff. I don't think we're going to play red, but maybe just the Basilisk here. We could get the Cinder Barons if we see something red splash worthy. Maybe it's worth it. The Basilisk is a playable though, so I think as a playable creature it's better. I mean, we could cut blue. We don't really have... We have 3 blue cards so far. But I think I'm just going to lock in the Basilisk. I think green-black seems good. Although we know someone picked the rare Apocalypse land. So someone is in those colors. White might be more open. Maybe the other colors are more open, but... Alpha Brawl. Target creature an opponent controls deals damage equal to its power to each other creature that player controls. Then each of those creatures deal damage equal to its power to that creature. So here, there's no blue. I think blue might be worth cutting because we're not really seeing it. This is the type of card we want. Only cast spells to flashback graveyard. Put any of our creatures. Okay. I don't really know this pack very well. I think I'm going to take the Grim Flowering. Draw a card for each creature card in your graveyard. Let's hope we get some creatures to put in our graveyard. This is Urza's Legacy, I believe. Phyrexian Debaser can die, kill a creature. I like that a lot. If damage would be dealt into a creature, it's dealt to its controller instead. We also have a regenerating wall and a protection from artifacts, Tree Folk. So I think we're going to take the Debaser. It's also a flyer. Maybe not the most exciting. Maybe Sick and Tired might be better, but... Once again, we've been seeing no blue. Okay, we have a Guild Gate here. We have a lot of options. All of these look good. Golgari, Transgate, Promenade. Is it better? If we're playing blue, it might be better because we can tap for any color. Golgari is blue, green, black, so... Also, even the Worm has Scavenge, very playable. I think taking the Gate here is probably the best bet. The Promenade taps for blue, but... it's a hard call. I'm going to go with the Gate. Okay, Time Spiral. Anything too exciting? I like this Vampiric Sliver. Whenever a creature dealt damage by this creature this turn dies, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. It's good with fight abilities. We're seeing a lot of red rares being passed around, so maybe not a lot of people are in red. It's never too late to change your colors. Cancel. It's that double blue, though. I like the Vampiric Sliver. We also have Eternity Snare for late game removal, but I think just having that body could be good. So we're going to put these back in their place. Okay, here's our first pack. Someone took the Knight of Souls Betrayal, so no combo with our Life Death. Scuttling Death, pretty unplayable. This card's interesting. Can tap a creature. I think the Seer is the best card here because it can help our hand, and it's kind of just a bad flyer, but what can you do? Okay. I think that Atlas is worth playing. It can help us ramp if we want to ramp. Yes, we got our Buried Alive. We also have a Skull Keeper here, but I think we're going to pick the Buried Alive if we pick up some more graveyard synergies. Our biggest creature is Moss Cami, unfortunately, so we don't have too much synergy, but I think we could get Naturalized for the sideboard. We're totally lost. We're a bit light on removal spells. That Sleight of Hand instead of the Aether Flash probably could have been better. Not really sure what to do there. I'm going to take the Naturalize. Yeah, we're not playing flashback cards. Favor of the Woods is pretty bad, though. These are some unplayable jank, but we are jank. Interesting swamp here. Got 2 lands out of the Return to Ravnica set. Blue seems to be our weakest color. Okay. I like this card, but how do we splash for it? We have a Terminate. Do we play red? It's packs like this that make me sad. Because right now we're blue, black, green. So in this pack we have Architects of Will and Deny Reality. If we play red, we could splash the dragon. Maybe this is a good card to reanimate. It's a flyer. We just really need some land searching. Terminate could also be very good. We don't have enough removal. I think I like forcing in the dragon. Let's see if we can make it work. Well, 10th edition. We also have the red has just been crazy this draft. We're in the wrong colors, I think. And we haven't found enough green mana fixing. Horseshoe crab. Do we have any combos with it? None so far. I'm gonna take the land. Let's pack 3, add red to the deck. Let's take a look here. Okay, we have a giant growth. Turn to artifact. 3 mana 2/2, scry 1. This can be a 4 mana 3/3. We don't have enough artifacts for this to pay off. I really like this card though. I think Pacification Array might be our best card here. What does this do? Okay, this can be a 4/3 trample actually. That's pretty strong. So we have 5 mana, 2/2. This can be a flyer. I think I'm gonna take the Pacification Array. I'm not that happy about it because I like the cat too. But okay, the original Ravnica. Here's a Keening Banshee. We also have Drift. Drift could transmute, but that double blue is gonna be hard. Gaze of Gorgon, interesting. Yeah, I think we just lock in the Banshee here. Ideally, getting that Council Sword Tommy could have been great, that we passed. But we have a Moss Cami, so it's been our biggest creature we found. Lock in that Keening Banshee. I think we would want a high creature count. Okay. Torments. Insidious Dreams. Discard X cards. Search your library for X cards. Search your library. Put them in on top of it in any order. On top. Wow. Okay, the good news is you can discard a creature. Here's Compulsion. This is the exact type of card we've been looking for. We can discard a big creature and then reanimate it. This is why I said we should go blue. This can also discard. This whole pack is a lot of fun. This is why I play Chaos Draft. To run Compulsion. Okay. What is this? Visions? Visions, okay. We have some interesting cards. This is the worst card ever printed. Juju Bubble. 1 mana, cumulative upkeep 1. How bad does that get? At the beginning of each end step, each player who tapped a land for mana this turn sacrifices a land. Desolation deals 2 damage to each player who sacrifices a plains this way. Wow, that is brutal. Coral Toll can tap for 2. Untap target Griffin if its creature gets +1/+1. Discards a card at random. Could be okay. Desolation seems like such a blowout. I might need more creatures. I think I'm just going to go for the horror. I like Desolation, but we're playing 3 colors and we need another body. Just more creatures. I think we need more creatures. Filling the board. Triskaidekaphobia. Yes, okay. If they have 13 life, they lose the game. So. Okay, Fork in the Road could be good. We search our deck for 2 basic land cards. Put 1 into the hand, other in the graveyard. We don't have anything to get back lands, unfortunately. Can't attack unless you cast a non-creature spell this turn. It is big. This is big. We could have more big stuff. But I think I'm going to go Fork in the Road. I like Triskaidekaphobia, but 2 more vampires. I don't think we have like any vampires. Into the Royal's great. Here's a bird. There's a bird. I think playing Spell Pierce. I'm not really sure here. I think Into the Royal. I like having that counter magic though. Counter magic's so good. But I think this is going to be more... Is it more useful? Maybe we need this to protect our stuff. Yeah. Spell Pierce it is. Okay, so this cycles, so we could cycle it and then reanimate it, deal 4 damage to ourselves, and get a 3/3. Is there anything else here? We have a 3/2. I think Jung Hackblade's okay. Maybe the Viashino, just splashing 4 colors. I don't really like any of these options. I'll pick it, but I'm not happy with it. Chromatic Star, we're gonna pick. We're running a lot of colors. Okay, here's this person again. I think we're gonna take this bad pump. We don't have enough combat tricks. If we can run it, we should. But our deck also wants to be heavy on creatures. Spiritual Technician, it seems pretty bad. I like this, but we're only running 3 artifacts. So now this is the Jank. Zephyr Spirit. Wow, when it blocks, return it to its owner's hand. Guess we should attack with it. It's not a wall. We're gonna take the cat. It's pretty bad. Okay. 4 mana. Okay. I think we take this. If we get Threshold, then we draw 3, discard 3. Are we gonna play it? Probably not, but you never know. Okay, I think the problems with our deck is the fixing, because I mean, maybe we just discard these and it's not a problem, but they're kind of dead cards in a way. We're mostly, we also don't have a lot of removal, so I'm a little worried about this deck. We could have gone red and been red Jank, but instead we're trying to go on a Reanimator plan. So let's take a look at our creature base. Just gonna put all my creatures over here. Graveyard Matters, removal, creature, 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 reanimates, creature, removal, creature, Graveyard Matters, Graveyard Matters, creature, creature, sideboard, combat trick, fixing. Let's take a look. So counter, pump, discard effects. Fixing. Counter. Okay. Removal. Question is, how mana heavy is this? And it's not a creature. What's nice is we can always play it turn 1. So we need to cut. We have 15 creatures. We have no way of getting them back, though. I guess we have these two. We have Death and Reanimate. And our creature curve basically go up to 5. But this is equal to the discarded cards converted mana cost. Grim Flowering costs 6 to play. Wow. Oh, that's rough, because it's our only card draw. We look at things that put stuff into the graveyard. We have Buried Alive, Wayfinder, maybe this. Okay, this can discard. actually. So Tommy Seer might actually make the deck. Discards too. Okay, I think we have an interesting deck. I think I will play Evasive Action. It's pretty funny. Don't really want to play High Spire Infusion, but if I have to. Fork in the Road. I don't really like putting the land into my graveyard because we have no payoff for putting a land into the graveyard. But it does search for a land, and we are playing 4 colors. So because of that, we don't really have a lot of choice. Obsessive Search works with Compulsion, but I'm not sure if it's going to make the cuts. Sideboard. Do we have any big walls? This could be good on a wall. I think our creature base is pretty bad, to be honest. We have no fight effects. So the Sliver is kind of bad. But it's good if I Praise Vengeance it, or if I pump it. Phyrexian Debaser. It's a 4-mana shock and a flyer. Oh boy. And we can pay 4 life to reanimate it. But its high mana cost works with the Spellbound Dragon. This is a bad blocker. I think we're gonna... Our blocks are pretty bad. This is the least toughness, so that's interesting. I like the Skyclaw Thrash might actually make the deck. Not so happy about it, but... So maybe we choose which creatures we want to play. I think just having a lot of creatures. So right now, I think we need to cut. Let's see. We have 30. So right now we're playing 12 lands. So we need maybe 4 more at least to 16. Dead Reckoning. Krasis Incubation can be used on our own creatures to pump them, as weird as that is. So we can turn a Walking Atlas into something big, late game. Or we can, you know, bounce it. If we had Into the Royal, that would have been an okay combo with it. 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Has enters battlefield, draw through, discard 2. Okay. So if we have 1 threshold payoff, this puts 4 cards. Let's keep in the search. I like with Crypt Incursion we can gain a lot of life, so against aggro. I like all this. I like these 9 spells. And this puts creature back on top, actually. That's pretty relevant. So these 4... Where are we here? If I take this out, where are we? 28. 20... So, yeah, we still need to cut cards. Wow. Ideally, we could keep this, but we want lots of creatures because of Crypt Incursion. So I really would like to keep the Spell Pierce. So I think here we're going to sort by converted mana cost. And let's look at our curve. So we have 2 creatures that are 1/1s early. And basically we have Reanimate and the split card, Life Death. Is it instant? No, sorcery. Sorcery. Damage equal to that card's power. So 5 is the biggest power we have. Grim Flowering could be good. I'm worried actually we might get milled. We might mill ourselves. And then, you know, how many is this going to draw? If we have this out, we can discard a hand and then draw lots of cards. Maybe we'll just want to play a bigger deck. And maybe we just keep all these cards in the deck. It's going to be less consistent, but if we do get one of our cards, and then it could be very good. So, question is consistency or safety in deck size. So why don't we look at both? If we cut, what are we going to cut? Do we cut the Marrowbats, the Thrash? I like the Graveyard Matters. We need the removal. The Mind Sucker is interesting. We can sack it too. Discards a card at random. What would we bury it alive for, right? Because I think the Thrash and Dragon are and Bats. This is all interesting stuff, you know. Maybe we just keep everything. Kind of just want to keep everything and see how we do. Let me figure out the mana base real quick. So 30 cards. So I think this is okay. Hold on. 5/5. I think. Okay, so we're gonna divide our non-lands by 0.55. So we have 30. So 30 divided by 0.55 equals 54. So 54 minus 30 equals 24. So maybe we play 24 lands? Is that correct though? Okay, why don't we try it with 24? We also have no mana fixing. So let's see what it recommends. So these ones, we need 24 lands. So 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So yes, I think we're going to play a 54 card deck because we have a lot of ways to mill. And why don't we try this for a game? I'm not sure if this is the best. We also have Aether Flash we could bring in if we want to. I don't know if we need 5 mountains. So I think we get rid of 2 mountains and we bring in, what do we need? Swamp, forest, maybe an island, and a forest. Actually, no, we need the swamp for the Reanimator plan. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's hard to tell if I'd use island or I think swamp and forester. Let's try it like this. Let's just see how this goes. I could definitely have a bad deck here. This is quite janky. So before we go into our games, what's our plan? We base our deck off of life and death. Return target creature card from a graveyard to the battlefield. Use life equal to its converted mana cost. And we also have Reanimate. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So this can target opponents' graveyards too. Very important. And we have some combat tricks. We are running 15 creatures. We have Graveyard Matter spells. And we have some removal spells. Our best creatures, probably Moss Kami, Grun the Lonely King, and this Spellbound Dragon. So let's go. We're going to save the deck. I don't think too many people will expect... how do we start the match? Play. Here we go. Should be interesting. We can bring in Naturalize. Maybe we should have ran it main deck. I've noticed a lot of artifacts and enchantments about in this format. You can see even we are running a Crisis Incubation. I think that's, and a Compulsion, so even we have some random enchantments. What do you think? Think this will go 3-0? I think the sleeper hit will be Pacification Array. And if we ever get to kick Grun the Lonely King, it becomes a 10/10 that doubles its power and toughness when it attacks, so it can attack for 20. So this card alone can just win us the game if we get that far in the game. I think Grim Flowering, I'm curious if this will be worth it. I think in game 2 we can edit our deck. We can decide if we need 54 cards or if we can just play 40. And we can get a good sense of what cards we can cut. But I decided to go with 54 because I wanted lots of creatures in the deck. Because of cards like Crypt Incursion. And I'm also afraid of milling ourselves out. We don't have any life gain, which is very bad. Okay, we have blue and black and some stuff. We're going to keep this. It's probably not the best, but oh well. I get to play first. Can play the Pacification Array. And pass the turn. Okay, humans or something. This is very good. Target attacking creature gets +1/+1. It's going to be very annoying. We're going to play Compulsion next turn. Start discarding things we don't need. Could leave up this counter spell. We don't have any... I think we're just going to play Compulsion here. And pass the turn. Sorry it took me so long to make the deck. This deck was pretty complicated for me. Surprised we didn't pick up like any removal spell or colors. We had like pick one, terminate, but okay, this is great. If they don't play a creature, we're in a good spot. But they played a creature, so we're not in the best spots. And here the tapping effect doesn't actually help us. So well, at least we have a mana leak. They asked if I'm from top deck. I don't know who that is actually. Okay. not even going to read what that does. It's just a 2/1 flyer, 3, that untaps a creature. But we are going to counter that. Okay, so here it might not be the best value, but we are going to play Cephalid Sage just as a 2/3 blocker. And pass the turn. And yes, we will also pass here too. Okay, lead the Stampede. If you play Pauper, this card is very common in the Elves deck. They got Cathodian and a Pitiless Gorgon. Not bad. Right, there was a draw 2 creatures. So, I wish we had that card in our deck. Something like that would be great. I think we are in a little bit of trouble here. So we're going to search for a mountain. So we don't have a mountain yet. And why don't we mill? Do we want to mill? We are running double black cards. I don't see any double green. I think we have Thun. Cthulhu is our double green. No double blue, but blue mana would be nice. We have a swamp in hand, so we'll just mill a swamp. And let's play a mountain and pass the turn. We could attack for 2 here, but I think because they're going to play a creature, I'd rather just tap a dork. I hope I don't die to timer. I have a real fear of the timer. Now they probably have a pump spell here, but I'm gonna block. Let's see. If they have a pump spell, I'll let them use it. Okay. So they need to deal 1 damage to the Sage. They need to deal 3 if they want to kill it before damage is on the stack. Okay. 4 damage. The opponent's deck seems a lot better than mine. And they got to scry. Nimble Mongoose. They have better threshold cards than we do. We are gonna discard our swamp. Hopefully draw something. Okay, that is something. And Basilisk is not bad too. Maybe it's better to play the Basilisk here, but we want to trade it with something bigger later. So I think we're just going to run out this. What's great is that they can't pump the Mongoose with their champions. So if the opponent doesn't recognize that, then we can just kill it with our 2/2. So we'll see if the opponent knows that they can't target it, because Shroud can't be targeted by their own abilities too. So hopefully attacks. Great, perfect. Yes, please attack. Okay, here comes the blowout. Watch while they try to pump it. Shroud is a non-bow for the opponent. I saw that coming. They did not. So that was great. Their deck really needs hexproof. They don't have. So we just get a free creature there. So this can get regenerated. So it's not so good if it transforms. But at least we can tap it down. I might actually start hitting them with the 2/2 flyer. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with the 2/2 flyer. Let's see. So here, I might tap down the Anointer of Champions, because I'm okay trading here, and this can block with that, so that's okay. Okay. This can gain us 6 life so far, the Crypt Incursion. Gonna attack. Okay. Yes, we can trade here. That's fine. Wrath of me. What did the opponent mean by that? Okay, there's Cathodian. So we will have to tap down the Cathodian here. Buried Alive is interesting. We'll really want to... I don't know what's better. Because for Buried Alive, we really want to... You know, it nets us 9 life, so that's interesting. I think we just attack for 2, and we'll take 2 damage next turn. Because if we draw any of our big creatures now, we can play them. So I don't think it's worth playing Buried Alive. But if we draw a reanimation spell, then we can cast Buried Alive and it, and Crypt Incursion probably. I'm not going to sacrifice Compulsion yet. I'd rather have it. Oh, whoops. Okay. I almost forgot that. Okay. Excellent. Let's see if they pump. They should pump here. They don't know we have a gain 9 off the opponent's instant speed. Are they okay? They're just playing it. Three twos, a little bothersome. Okay, this is good. What can we do? So we can't tap any creatures. We might just take the damage. I think we can take... I don't know. Because here, they can pump this twice. But if they pump it twice, I sacrifice the Debaser. And then this just dies. But otherwise, we take 8. But here, we're going to gain a lot of life. So maybe we just race them. think we're just going to race them. And if they attack with both, they'll have no blockers. So we can deal 6. Now we know they have the Gorgon in hand, because we've seen the Gorgon. Here's the Gorgon. Let's see what their play is. I assume they attack with everything. Okay, no blocks. No blocks. I hope they attack with both. Let's see. Yes, we take 8. But we can gain 9. See what they play. Okay, so how much damage can they deal next turn? That's the real question. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So they have 1, 2, 3 creatures. We have 1, 2, 2 creatures. Also, their creatures don't have trample, so we could just block, tap a creature. We just attack with both and see what happens. Do I win? Heads. Okay. So I potentially have lethal. So the question is, do I gain 15 life and not tap a creature? Or do I gain 9 life and tap a creature? Okay, buried alive. Here's our options. I'm at 16 minutes right now. Would be good. The dragon. The banshee. And probably just Kami. Okay. Now, if they're playing, let's see how this goes. Okay, so before damage, hopefully we can cast this. Alrighty, please no white mana counterspell. That would be pretty bad. Okay. How much damage do we take? Okay. Okay, this is great. We can tap down their blocker right now. But I assume they're going to play another creature. Okay. So we're on a flip a coin plan right now. If we get the flip, we win the game. If we don't get the flip, we are in trouble. We're in big trouble. What is this card? Exile another creature you control, then return the card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Probably the tree, just to get the 1/1. I think their deck is clearly better. We have a 50% chance to win the game. This is MTGjank at its finest. Skyclaw Thrash. Also, we have exiled these cards, so they are not in our deck. We ran out of our removal spell and our dragon. I'm not sure what removal we have left in our deck. Waiting for the trigger. This is going to be a close game. So mana-wise, we pay 2 to tap. We can discard once and sacrifice it, or just sack it. Can we survive the next turn? We're at 12. So if we attack with both, 3, 6, 9. I don't think we can survive next turn. So let's hope we get the coin flip. Two, 3, 1, 2. I'm not sure if there's any other card that can get rid of this anyways. So let's attack with both and see if we get lucky. I think we're gonna go heads again. Come on. Oh my god. We did it. The coin flips. MTGjank. MTGjank at its finest. Winning with the Skyclaw Thrash. Okay, we are versing white-green dorks. White-green stuff. Okay, white-green stuff. Not playing enchantments. This could be okay. I think the pump spell might go in. They have like better late game stuff than we do. So this, if we had played this, it would have drawn us 3 cards. I don't think that's very strong, but what can you do? You know, if they have graveyard stuff, we're in trouble. I think the Mindsucker is pretty bad. Their combat tricks seem pretty good. What a game. That's all I can say. Maybe just run it back. I think this deck is quite janky. You can see how it played. If we get Soratomi Seer, I think that's our dream draw with this deck. Because we just discard our hand, and then we draw that many cards, so we can really fill our graveyard fast and gain a lot of life, maybe? And then Grim Flowering for more. We can put this on the opponent's creature if you want to. Seems our Flyers did okay. The 4 mana 2/3. Yeah, we have just not enough removal. I think that's the big problem. I think Obsessive Search, I'm gonna put in this over it. Hope a combat trick can get us there. Winning with 54 card deck. Let's see. We did get to play first last time. I'm not sure if that determined if we won or we lost, etc. But okay, we're gonna keep this. Do we get to play first this time? Yes, we do. Let's Let's run out this Chromatic Star. And pass the turn. Hope we don't lose to the clock. Would be pretty sad. Okay. We have a Basilisk and a Vengeance. It's kind of fun. We drew a 2-drop. We draw lands, and we got the Thrun. Got Big Daddy. Here's Big Daddy right here. Run the Lonely King. So it'll be hard for them to kill that. Wants to trade? I will trade this. That would be a happy trade. So you are gonna witness a combo. Combo is gonna be Praise Vengeance. Question is, should I... Let's see what they do. I will start attacking with the Basilisk, most likely. Let's see. Can't attack or block. Should have put in the Naturalize. Okay, you're gonna watch an epic play. We're gonna put a land onto the battlefield. And then pump. And that's the pumpage. Okay, we're gonna target the Atlas. Probably hit him for 3. I'm excited for when we play the Grun. We can do Dead Reckoning, but I think we're just going to attack here. We are missing land drops. I'm not sure what's better. Do we Chromatic Star this turn? I don't really like doing this, but we have to, then we will. Okay. Yes. Okay, Erberg. Mindsucker. They have 4 cards in hand. Kind of interesting. I just want to get to Grun. Grun is our way out of this. That's going to flip. Is this as sorcery? Only a sorcery. So we're going to get dealt 5 damage pretty soon. Okay, that's interesting. Do we make him discard? I want to make him discard. Just don't know. We undo. Okay. Let's see what we get. Something. We got Troll Hide. Excellent. That would have wrecked us. Great. Okay, we're definitely bringing in Disenchant for next game. I'm a lucky player, but not lucky enough to draw lands. They get to flip gonna be hard for me to cast 2 spells. I will take 5 here, since we're at 20. Seems okay. 6. Forgot about that. Wow. Strong uncommon. Very strong. Exile it. They create a 1/1. Flying. So we got lucky with the troll hide. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Let's Buried Alive. What can stop a 6/6 regenerate? That's the real question. Nothing in our deck can stop a 6/6 with regenerate. So what's our best cards to get? We already have Grun. This equals to the card's power. So something with high power. This is 4. This is 5. Can we cast? What can we actually cast? We have 4 mana. Yeah, I think this is high power. But then we put it back on top. What would we want to draw, right? We don't have the red mana, so that's kind of bad. Draw. Let's do the Moss Cami. And bats. And but the dragon? The dragon. Okay. We can play the island with Walking Atlas. End of turn. Next turn we can get out Grun. But ideally we could kick it. We really want to kick Grun. Playing it for 6, we just get a 5/5. Well, it becomes a 10/10 when it attacks. We might want to block here. It's getting dangerous. We're gonna block. Here comes our island. And yeah, we take 4. Hopefully Grun can come down next turn. Then we take 6, so trample. This doesn't have trample. Oh, we gotta cast it. So the question is, we can block the 3/2, but the 5/5 is the problem. I think we're gonna take the 5 here. Getting low though. That's 6, okay. Alright, yeah, the 4, that's bad, because now we lose to this Phantom Tiger. It's very bad for us. I think we're dead. I don't see a way out of this. Okay, concede game. We have 8 minutes on the clock. Round 3, Disenchant is in. I think our deck is just too slow. take out a scavenger. Something like that. Mindsucker was kind of bad though. But we need creatures. I'm not gonna play first. And gonna maul one lander. This is pretty bad. We're gonna keep it though. To the bottom. I don't think we're gonna win this one. They kept a six lander too. Okay. Maybe it's not as bad. We do have Chromatic Star. Can help fix for something. What's interesting, we can play the Thrasher eventually. Can we play some creatures? Can we do something? We are missing swamps and forests. Gonna die to the 3 mana 3/3. Okay, we got the swamp. Buried alive. It's gonna come down this turn. Think. What do we want? There's the bats. Yeah, the bats, the dragon. If we draw the dragon, it's actually not bad though. Bats, the dragon, and vouch. The moss too. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Guess we're gonna take 3 here. Four drop. Okay, that's pretty bad for us. We did draw a creature. I think we are gonna sacrifice this for a green from this. Draw a card. And we actually drew this, so we can actually play the Sliver. And we have the Praise Vengeance. So we can actually do some stuff. Hunt the weak. Put a 1/1 counter on it, and it fights a creature you don't control. Maybe I should have played the 2/2. Well, I guess we both had the same number of cards. We can gain some life, so it's not the end of the world. And we do have a Sky Thrasher. Oh, whoops. Need that red. Going down to 9. Here's hoping they don't kill it. We will block the 3/3 if it attacks. I don't think it's worth blocking the 4/4 though. Because the Cathodian could ramp them as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in the graveyard, so we can gain 12 life. with the Crypt Incursion. But I don't see us stabilizing. Especially if they flip the Ilvenwald Primordials. Okay. So we're gonna take our beats here. Which is pretty bad. Does this have trample? Does not have trample. Okay, that's the good news. Okay, let's see what we can do. We have... Actually can't even attack, because if I attack, I lose from the 3/3. Here we can double block if we want to. But we don't have Crypt Incursion up, so hopefully this doesn't blow us out. We also have 5 minutes left on the clock. Let's see if... Can we race them? I'm not even sure. Okay, let's see how this goes. Strange card. I think this deck is quite janky. There's Death Touch. I think we're in trouble. Okay, we are going to... What are we going to do? I think we just have to cast Crypt Incursion now. Just to gain all that life. And this way we don't die. We are taking 8 though. Let's see. Feels pretty bad. So we can block her. But I just don't see how we're going to come back from this. The creatures are too big. Is it better to take the 2? Does it save us in the long run? I don't think so. Really hate trading here, but I don't really see a choice. So it's either 2 and 4, or we just take 3 next time. If we don't want that thing to flip, let's see if the opponent plays a spell. So we're gonna cast this so that this doesn't flip. And it will get cast on our upkeep. So once again, if we don't draw anything, let's see. That's probably game, but I'm gonna play it out. But I don't see a way back. Take a 9, down to 3. And they flip. And we draw a Walking Atlas. Here it is in all its glory. So maybe we do make the deck 40 cards to stay more consistent. We didn't draw either of our reanimation spells. And I think maybe just playing the Shivan Reef. That's game. GG. Okay, what are we gonna get? Oh, Naturalize would have been good. Maybe 4 turns ago. Okay. Welcome, we are back. We're continuing the video. And we have our deck here. So we've been playing it at 54 cards. The reason why I was afraid of milling. But now it's time to cut it down to 40. So let's just look at cards I think we can cut. Is it even worth cutting a color here? Probably not. Let's take a look. What can we cut? I think the Mindsucker was pretty bad. It's just, we were only playing 13 creatures. That's the problem. Let's see, this is 26, so at 14. Now we're at 24, that's 16. So if we go to basics, right, so that's 16 lands. It'd be great if we could kick Grun, but we just don't have enough mana to do it. And we don't have a lot of early game creatures. We have Satyr Wayfinder and Daggerback. And the rest are all spells, so. Cephalid Sage, okay. Maybe we take out the bats. These two I'm not sure about. Around the deck, something like this. 10 creatures, is that enough though? Grimflowering, maybe cut. And here's our 2 lands, so now we're playing 19 lands. So we probably want to bring in a creature or 2. What can we do? 5 mana, I guess the Sky Thrasher might be better. And so this is 18 lands. Maybe we do run 18 lands. See how the deck plays. Because then we don't have to worry about the creature count if we cut the flowering. I'd like to play the Spell Pierce if we can, to protect our creatures, but. And the Praise Vengeance is pretty good too. So let's just see how this goes. So we add our lands, and then where's our non-basics? Okay, I already added our non-basics. 5 forests, 5 swamp, 4 mountains, and 4 islands. Okay, we're gonna try it with 40 cards. We can always sideboard back in something. We could play Aether Flash. It does kill some of our creatures. These 3. These 4. But it might be worth it. What would I cut for it though? Let's just try it like this. If they're playing a lot of small creatures, we'll bring it in. And Here we go. Save deck. This is the 40 card version. So ideally we can get Sword Tommy's here. And here we go. Alrighty. Loading opponents. So removal, what removal do we have? It's important to note we have the Crossless Incubation, Keening Banshee, Phyrexian Debaser, Dead Reckoning, and a Pacification Array. So our removal's kind of light. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 removal spells. So. I think I regret not picking the Swords to Plowshares in the pack 1 and forcing Reanimate, but here at MTGjank we're gonna force archetypes in draft. Okay, I think we are going to keep this. If we draw a land, and we do get to go second, but then this hand should be fine. So we're going to keep this. Okay. So turn 1, Chromatic. Turn 2, hopefully one of these two. Alright, wonderful. Here's our Chromatic Star. And next turn we'll run down the Wayfinder. We might even get to the Cephalid Sage in time. Threshold, maybe. Because this says maybe 4, 5, 6, and then this card's 7. So we'll see. We could play Buried Alive, turn 3. Okay, black, red. Let's see what we pick up. I think we want a black source if we can. Perfect, here's a black source. We'll search for blue with Fork in the Road, because this way we can... Actually, I think we need the blue, because we want to get to red for the Thrash. It's kind of difficult decision here. Playing 4 colors. What do we do? Because we're going to be milling 2 islands, so let's pick up 1. And then pass the turn. We did mill one of our 4 removals pieces. We don't have any way of getting it back. See if are they gonna burn the Wayfinder? The first satyr to wake up after revel must search for the site of the next one. Perfect, okay. So now we're gonna get all of our colors. Turn 4. Maybe we just attack first. Okay. So what we want to do, we're going to play the Swamp and then Buried Alive here. So this will give us the threshold for Cephalus Sage for next turn. So the real question is, what creatures do we want? So I think for a reanimation target, Grun is probably our best target. And then the other two we're just gonna basically throw away from our deck just to get there. And next turn we can do the Cephalid Sage. And Cephalid Sage, when it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards and discard 2. So luckily this opponent, okay, here's a Reanimate. So maybe we don't even need to Cephalid Sage this turn. Maybe we can fork in the road and just bring back Grun. We finally drew a Reanimate for my deck. See if they can stop a Grun. Okay. Combo achieved. Maybe running that Spell Pierce. This is the exact type of situation where we wanted Spell Pierce. I do want the double black, but I think we're just gonna mill that Forest. We already played a card, okay. So when Grun attacks, it doubles its power and toughness. So it's going to be a 10-10 attacking next turn. Big creature. Okay, and we have a way of getting it back. And we'll play the Skyclaw Thrash. Seems like our deck is working. So this is turn 5, attacking with a Grun. Now we're not gonna do our Chromatic Star because we need the double black for the Dead Reckoning. Okay, the opponent has played no cards, only lands. So if they don't play a blocker, then they die to Grun. What was that? What just happened? Black Sun's Zenith. X equals 4. Okay. So we are going to attack. We can hit them for 2. And I think our Spellbound Dragon should finish the game next turn. Is our graveyard? Well, at least our deck is doing okay with the fixing. I'm drinking a coffee if there's some slurping sounds. So Spellbound Dragon. Whenever Spellbound Dragon attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Spellbound Dragon gets plus X plus O until end of turn, where X is the discarded card's converted mana cost. So here, we can discard our Soratami Seer and make it into an 8/5. We only need to pump it for 3, so we could discard any card in our hand and be okay. Okay, Fireball. Fireball got down. That's good. I think we're going to play the Soratami Seer. Attack for 2. So their deck seems like a lot of removal. Okay. So we could activate this ability to return 2 of our lands and discard them. So here, I think we're going to crack the Chromatic Star and draw a card. I think we want to keep the Dead Reckoning. So we'll sacrifice the Sage and the Compulsion. This way we can get back our Dragon and deal 3 damage to a creature. We could deal 4 to a creature with this instead if we want to. Vengemine's a great card. Unless they discard an artifact. Okay. This is quite janky. It's just reveal. Just reveal. So we're going to hit them for 3. I think they're hoping to gain life with the satchel. And let's attack. They've played no creatures. So they've cast Fireball, cast Wrenchmind. Okay, this is good. We can Dead Reckoning our Thrall if we want. We have lethal on board, and we can deal 5 damage with Dead Reckoning. So, Dead Reckoning. You may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. If you do, it deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature. So we can target our big creatures like Grun or Moss Cami and deal 5 damage. And then we get to draw it the next turn. So I think Spell Pierce is going in. Obsessive Search could go in too. They didn't play any creatures. Maybe Aether Flash is good against that artifact. What do we take out though? Taking out some creatures. I don't think we need Crypt Incursion. They're a slow matchup. think Spell Pierce and Obsessive Search is better for us. Can we fit Obsessive Search? That's the question. You didn't see any of their creatures, so maybe this is a good matchup for us. Least toughness, okay. Grim Flowering might be worth it in this matchup because it's slower. I know we're only running 11 creatures, but it might be better than Incubation or one of these. Maybe the Array even. Maybe put in the Flowering over the Array. See how that works. Okay. Okay, I'm waiting for Windows. So we get to go second. They mulliganed. We are going to keep. We have Compulsion, we have a creature, have our sideboard tech right here, Grim Flowering. Okay, they keep. Just going to press 6 and wait for our turn. We don't have the Satyr Wayfinder, but we do have lots of swamps and islands. So next turn we can Compulsion. We can discard the Debaser if we want to. We don't have any artifacts in our hand for Wrenchmind. Okay, what's this? Turn another target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. This is a card we would have wanted in our deck. Okay. Compulsion. So we know they're playing Fireball. We removed our life gain. Maybe that was a bad idea. I'm gonna take some damage. Okay. They're on the more aggro plan right here. I'm gonna discard an island. Draw a card. Okay. So we do want to kill this Slimefoot if we can. This card's pretty strong and limited. Can create them 1/1s. Can block the 2/3. Flying, enters battlefield tapped. Okay. So we're gonna play the Debaser just to block the flyer. Do we want to sack the Bauble? We don't have green. Could just run it out on the Slimefoot. And then we take 4. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't think they're running a lot of enchantment removal. I want to get the Slimefoot out of the way. Next turn we can play the 4/4, or we can play the 2/2 flyer. just running out the 4/4 next turn. It's a good idea. There's the satchel. I could have brought in disenchant. Forgot about that. Maybe disenchant's better than the flowering. Well, we got green. We have all of our mana. So here comes a 4/4. We can block the 2/1. And then the next turn we can play the Debaser. Now their deck's playing a lot of removal. But they've dealt 12 damage to us. Turn 6. Okay, we can block that. That's okay. We are going to have enough for Grim Flowering, but we have no creatures in our graveyard. So maybe this card's pretty bad. It's 6 mana. Okay. If they attack with the crow, and then we will block. Getting a little low. Okay. We're in trouble. Hope we brought in that Spell Pierce. Okay, we're taking 6 here. We're pretty dead. Just sacrifice it. Guess we needed that Crypt Incursion. We have Grun, but it's too late. Yeah, that's... I mean... How many cards do we have? 5. So... Okay. So, we're gonna bring in Aether Flash. What else can we bring in? I'd like to bring in the Vengeance if we can. I might have to redo the mana base. Let's take a look. And the Crypt Incursion should go back in. So they're going for a more aggro type plan. So I think take out the counter spell. We have Spell Pierce. We have Vengeance. Flash could be good. What can we do? Yeah, we're taking out the flowering. So we have Pacification Array, Naturalize as our maybe board right now. We should cut one. What do we cut? I like running 18 lands in this. Question is what to cut. Maybe we keep it at 41. So let's just figure that out. That's 17. And add a forest. Or swamp. Forest. Mountain? Maybe mountain. Or island. Okay. Pacification array could be good too. We're gonna try it. Brought in Aether Flash. Yes, we're gonna play first. Okay, we have Compulsion. We have no blue though. Okay, let's see if we can draw the blue source to make this hand work. Welcome to 4 colors. I hope they have no wrench mind. Blue? A blue. Okay. We have Grun. Turn 6 Grun. And lots of cards in our hand. I think discard the Seer and the Compulsion. We want to make our land drops. Okay, let's see. We have our bombs in our hand. If we draw a Reanimator spell, we can get Sorotami, which is interesting. Do we want to pay 5 life for this? Maybe. We haven't gotten to use its ability yet. We'll see if we can win this round 3 game. We do have the double green for Grun. And there's the satchel. So this can make some 1/1s. Or gain life. Or ramp. Also ramp. So we're waiting for our opponent. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a while. Okay. There's a Spell Pierce. If we draw an island, maybe we wait. Question is, do we run out Grun now? Do we wait for 9 mana? That is the big question. Probably gonna run it out. But they have fight spells. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna run out Grun. Could die. Probably. Probably will. But let's see what happens.
are 4 blue cards and no islands. Morningstar, okay. So we'll take 8. The attacks. I mean, we have a 10-10 attacker, so. Okay. So 7. Yeah, our clock's ticking too. We are going to attack. Can deal 11 next turn. But we'll be at 13. I'm not sure if we can win this game. We do have Crypt Incursion, but we didn't draw our graveyard filling spells. If we get a chump blocker, that could be nice, like a Satyr Wayfinder. Find that island, or then play the dragon and attack with our 10-10. Now we're just waiting for the opponent. Okay, island. Give us the island. No island. We're gonna play the swamp. An attack here. Gonna take the 10. I probably would if I were them. Okay. If we get the island, we can double block the 9/6. Did it gain some life? What happened? Druidic Satchel. What did they reveal? Swamp? Okay. So they just get to ramp. Deal 1 damage. We got our island. It's a bit late though. Do we have any outs? We're at 2. So we block both, and we take 1. So yeah, we can't attack here. Yeah, the 3 creatures. Forgot about that. So that's game. GG, well played. Take the 7. And that's game. Okay. So this deck seems pretty bad. Maybe we run out the Aether Flash. Bats is kind of interesting. Do we cut? gonna keep the pacification array, because it can tap creatures for Grun. So that's actually pretty useful. The 4/1 flyer might be worth it. So what do we take out? You haven't seen Moss Cammy. Gun's been okay. Thrash is good. Seer's okay. Take out evasive action, maybe. Could run it like this. Not sure what's better. These are the cards that we're kind of choosing between here. Any of these 5 to complete our deck. This is kind of our maybe stuff. Maybe just, where's the Spell Pierce? Spell Pierce too. And Compulsive. But I think we're gonna play the Flash. And I guess we already have a lot of 5 drops. We have a lot of 4 drops, so either one of these tricks. Just run into Praise Vengeance. Combat trick is okay. We don't have interaction as much, but can also save a creature from Aether Flash if we need to. And see the lands. Shivan. Golgari. Take out a mountain. And take out a swamp. So we use swamp or forest? Yeah, let's take out a swamp. Okay, let's try this. Can we win one match with this Reanimator deck? We will find out. I hope you've been enjoying the gameplay. What's your favorite card in the deck? Is it the Spellbound Dragon? Is it Grun? We have gotten to attack with Grun a few times, so that was pretty fun. Cards we haven't seen. Haven't seen Moss Cammy. Haven't seen the Banshee. Haven't seen Life or Death. Also, Reanimate is any graveyard. So if the opponent has a better creature, we can take it. I wonder if one of those like counterspells is better than Compulsion in our deck. Because we've been drawing Compulsion, but I don't think it's been too helpful. I want this card to work, but it's just so mana intensive. Maybe a Spell Pierce is just better. So let's see how we do. We can keep this. We can search for the swamp or for the mountain. We have no creatures in our hand, though. Okay. Gonna lose to 1/1 flyers. Alright, we drew the swamp. So that means we're gonna search for that mountain. We are off blue, though, unfortunately. See how many creatures the opponent can get onto the board. Okay, we got our mountain. So, and I don't even know what we need to search for. But we are going to search for something. We have double red, though. So now we don't need the mountain. We also have double green, and we have black. Blue's good with compulsion. Yeah, let's just search for an island, because we only have the pain land. And we can mill forest. So let's look at this. Vertigo spawn. Whenever it blocks a creature, tap that creature. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So hopefully they don't play too many threats before Aether Flash comes down. Tarmogoyf is a 2/3 from our graveyard. So we're adding some pressure. Okay, at least we can tap something. So I think we run out the mountain here. Play the pacification array. And we can tap down the Tarmogoyf on the begin combat step. See what they do. Are they going to grow the Goyf? Here's the begin combat. We're going to tap the Goyf. Thrive's a card I haven't seen for a while. I think that card was in Prophecy, maybe? Forget. Something in the Arcadian Masks block. Okay. So now we need that double swamp. We are taking some damage here. The Banshee's gonna die from Flash. I mean, we can Praise Vengeance it. But it's a non-bow. Got our own little non-bow. We are taking 5. We're gonna go down to 10. We are playing Crypt Incursion, but we have nothing to incursion. So here, I think we can Buried Alive and tap down something. Tap down the Goyf. So this 4, 6. There were 6 cards in the graveyard. We're almost at the Cephalus Sage threshold. Let's see if they counter it. Okay, the game ended. They just disconnected. We completed our league. Well, luckily we got a few points. We got 40 points. But this was not a good deck. So I hope you... Let's do a quick deck tech. View your previous deck. So what went right? Well, we had some big bombs. We had some reanimation spells. Right? Life and death and reanimate. We have some ways to discard, fill our graveyard. But at 4 colors, the deck ran pretty poorly. It also lacked a lot of removal. So overall, this was very difficult to play with. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you next time.